What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I know I am. And if you are, be sure to press the like button. Otherwise, no joke, no scam. You'll get the coronavirus. Yeah, that's right, boys. Not pressing the like button is a guaranteed one-way trip to Coronavirus City, and it's not pretty. Anyways, guys, today I have a story about a weird kid that I met back in school, alright? This is actually a weird kid that I met in college, you know. You know how it goes every now and then you just meet someone and you're like, wow, you're someone worth talking about. Like, I'm gonna tell my friends about how weird of a person you are, right? And this person definitely was up there on the weird scale, because most people outgrow their weird in like middle school or high school, but if your weird makes it all the way to college with you, dude, if you're unpacking in your dorm room, unpacking your weird when you're like 20, there's something wrong, alright? Like, your weirdness is never gonna go away. You're gonna be permanently weird, perma-weird, as they call it on the streets. Regardless, though, it is entertaining, and that's what we're gonna be talking about it today, so without further ado, let's get into it. So, in college, for whatever reason, we had this assignment where we had to partner up with 3 other kids in our class and write an essay about what we wanted to be when we grow up, you know? Like, what were we in college to do? What was our dream job, you know? And it was a pretty easy project for me. I quite literally wrote my essay about how I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be in college, and then like 2 months later I wasn't in college, you know? So my assignment gets done quick, but like I said, we had to work with a group, and however we were in class, we had to get with our essay group and talk about our essays and what was going on. So I finished mine in like the first 2 days, because it's quite literally just 5 pages of me being like, I don't know, I just feel like this is a waste of my time. So that gets done pretty quick, but other people weren't so lucky, you know? There was another kid in the group who was pretty cool, and he wanted to be like a doctor, so he's writing about how he wants to save people's lives, you know, a stand-up citizen. I want to sacrifice my life and learn everything I can to help as many people as possible and make bank along the way. Like, that's a pretty cool dude, you know? You want to be a doctor, that's a vibe, that's a vibe. There was another kid in our group, though, named Gavin, who was a bit bizarre. The first time he was writing his essay and showed us his rough draft, he wanted to be a level 7 wizard. I guess he played some, like, you know, LARPing game, and him and his friends had made up their own ranks, and you could only level up once every 10 years. So his life goal was to live to be 80, you know, not for anything cool, just so he could be a level 7 wizard in their LARPing game, you know? I don't want kids, I don't want a wife, I just want to make it to be 80 to make it in my LARP game. But whatever, man, everybody's into something different. I ain't really gonna judge you that hard, so I was like, yo, that's pretty dope, but I don't think our teacher's gonna vibe with it, you know? It's kind of asking, why are you in college? And I don't think there's a college class called being a level 7 warlock at the age of 86. And something that this dude would do was constantly tell us how much smarter he was than us, alright? He'd be like, yeah, I've taken plenty of IQ tests online, and don't take this the wrong way, but like, you simpletons probably won't be able to grasp my essay when it's done. You guys had a hard time understanding my rough draft. And so, you know, I'm just being called stupid by a man whose life goal it is to be like a level 7 wizard, and I'm just kind of vibing out, and you know, I'm just doing my thing trying to help him. And so he says, well, what should I write my essay about? So I tell him, well, it's about something in college. What are you getting your degree in? And he says business. I'm like, all right, well, do you have any business ideas? And he goes, well, someone of my IQ level obviously has business ideas. You don't get to be to where I'm at by, you know, not being a genius. Yes, how could I forget the ever-increasing genius pool of level 7 wizards, dude? Like, I didn't really know how this dude wanted me to respond to that. Like, obviously, I have business ideas if I'm a level 7 wizard. Oh, yeah. Who could forget that when you go on Shark Tank, the most important thing to do is look at Mark Cuban and go, listen, Mark, I have no business experiences, but I'll tell you what, I'd be a mean level 7 wizard, all right? So give me my $15 million for 1% of my company, and let's get out of here, all right? Quit playing games. It's not funny anymore. Like, I'm sorry, that's just not how that works, but whatever. He decides that he's gonna go home and come back with a fantastic business plan, one that's gonna blow me out of the water, the teacher out of the water, get him an A on his essay. I'm like, all right, dude, good for you. Because in all honesty, I hope every single one of you comes up with a great business plan and becomes billionaires. You guys all deserve that life. So whatever, the next day comes and he walks in smug and he starts telling us how we're about to witness the next level of the future, okay? The idea that he came up with is so foolproof. He can personally guarantee he will be a millionaire by the end of the year. And we're like, all right, you know, so what you got? Tell us about it. And so me and this kid are sitting there just like, you know, looking at this dude wide-eyed, because obviously we don't think he has a plan that'll make him a millionaire by the end of the year. And he opens up with this. what is something that has entertained people through the eons? And we're like, I don't know. He's like, fighting, whether it be MMA or gladiators or even jousting. Combat has always been something that has brought people joy in times of entertainment. And we're like, all right, a little intense, but fair enough, bro. I like watching MMA. I'm not going to try to fight you, but every now and then, you know, I'll watch some people fight. It's pretty sick, fair enough. And he goes, okay, what else have people loved since the beginning of time? What is man's best friend? And I'm like, I don't know. He's like, well, dogs. Okay, fair enough. Dogs are man's best friend, but if you're like me and you're a logical person, you're probably thinking right now, I don't really understand what dogs and the fact that people like to watch fights has to do in common. Like, you're not quite sure how these things are related, and that's because you're a real human being with a brain who thinks. And he starts to explain to us that he's going to teach dogs how to box and then do a dog boxing league, which is dumb for a few reasons. First of all, you can't teach dogs how to box. That's not on their list of tricks. And when I told him that, trying to be a nice guy, hey man, it's a cool idea, but I'm pretty sure that you can't teach dogs how to box, he looked at me, got mad at me, and was like, ugh, such simpletons. Obviously, if you were smart enough, you could train dogs to do anything. Look at all the jobs that dogs already do. He starts saying they guide blind people, you know, they help police officers, they help firefighters. Dogs can be trained to do any job. And I'm like, yeah, but in all those instances, you know, they're kind of just trained to like sniff stuff. They're not trained to be fighting each other. Not to mention, dude, the other thing you forgot, dog fighting is illegal. It's illegal to make dogs fight each other. And he's like, whoa, no, because this would be different because they'd be boxing, not normal dog fighting. And I don't think the cops would fall for that. Like, imagine you're starting a dog boxing ring. The cops kick down the door. There's labradoodles with boxing gloves just sitting there. And you're like, hey, officer, what's going on in here? Definitely legal dog fighting. It's dog boxing. They have their licenses. You're still going to go to jail. So me and the other kid in the group are trying to politely tell this kid that no, starting a dog boxing league is probably not the best way to make $1 million. Like, it probably is not possible to do that and make a lot of money. So he starts going off about how we're stupid and we're not the teacher, so we should not be giving him any opinions on his business idea, and obviously we're too dumb to get it. Yes, I am too dumb to understand that starting a boxing league where dogs have to fight each other probably won't work. It is probably not going to be something that can work. I'm so sorry, you know? Imagine this dude just trying to train dogs like there's puppies. He's got them boxing gloves. He's like, all right, now fight away. And the puppies just look at him and like crawl away, dude. Like, how would you even train dogs to fight? I mean, they train them to like sniff stuff by, you know, using their strong nose and like rewarding them. What, are you gonna start giving the puppies treats every time they land like an RKO on somebody and knock them unconscious? How would you even train dogs to fight? So whatever. He goes off on me because I'm the idiot for telling him that a dog boxing league won't work, and he starts telling me how it's gonna be bigger than the UFC because people love puppies and fighting, which is a really weird combination of stuff people love. That's the equivalent of this. People love eating, right? Everyone loves food in one way or another. Everybody loves one type of food. You might love In-N-Out. You might love Chinese food, you know, China. You might love China. Sure, you might love China. I don't care. You can like whatever you like, man. Anyways, what else does the internet love? Kittens. So what if we put the two together and we started making cat burgers? Like, certain things that everybody loves shouldn't go together, okay? Everybody loves, I don't know, popsicles, okay? People also love, you know, going to the bathroom. I don't like when it feels like I have to pee, but I don't want to pee popsicle. Just because two things are liked does not mean that they go together, and that's okay. But obviously, I'm the moron. So he's yelling at me and this guy, and we're like, all right, then you do your paper on your own. We go to our teacher. We explain that he's, you know, being, like, degrading to us in the group, and he's going to do it on his own. We don't want him to get in trouble. We don't want to cause any problems. We just don't want to be responsible for him. Our teacher's like, you know what? Okay, sounds good. He can do his project on his own. So me and my friend turned in our papers. I think I ended up getting a C. Okay, my other friend, who, like, wasn't really my friend, but obviously, you know, I got along with him better than the person who was calling me a moron for not believing in the dog fighting league. Now we vibing, alright? So, we turn ours and we get it done. This kid gets a D because obviously our professor points out to him that you cannot start a dog fighting league for multiple reasons. The teacher puts on the essay, and I quote, I don't think you could train dogs to fight. Also, pretty sure this is illegal. And you know what happens? The kid walks up to us and says, since you guys left the group, he graded mine unfairly and gave me a D when I should have gotten an A because my business plan was foolproof. So I'm like, all right, let us see like your business plan, because it was a business class. And this is what he outlined. He outlined that he was going to charge people $3,000 to enter a dog in the dog fighting league. And then he was going to teach it to box personally. He was going to spend every day with a bunch of puppies that people paid $3,000 for, teaching them how to box. And when they learned how to box, then they would pay-per-view the fight for $200 on ESPN that he doesn't have a contract with. And it would sell out, and basically that's how they would make all their money. You're telling me people are going to pay twice what they pay for a Conor McGregor fight for a dog boxing league, bro? You're just delusional. But regardless, some people out there are weird, you know? I guess some people out there just want to start a dog fighting league for some reason. Not even a dog fighting league, okay? No Michael Vick in here. A dog boxing league, and just don't understand it's a bad idea. And apparently, when you point out to them how bad their idea is, it's completely your fault. But I guess certain weird people out there really just be doing the most to give you good story times. But that's reality. Anyways, guys, on that note, that's gonna do it for the video. If you enjoyed and you want to support the channel, check out the No Joke, No Scam merch. As you can see, it is very swag. Other than that, though, if you're new or if you're old, be sure to press the like button and comment down below. It helps out the channel a ton. And if you're new, turn on notifications. If you turn on those notifications and send a screenshot to my Instagram @Scrubby, I give somebody a shout out every day. Today's notification shout out goes to LEXPLR. Big thank you for having on notifications. As I said, if you want to shout out, take a screenshot of the notification bell being on, send it to my Instagram @Scrubby. Follow me over there. Follow me on Twitter @Scrubby_69. And on that note, guys, don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot. I got a pretty nice double kill coming up here, so I don't want to end the video yet. But yeah, I'm actually going to be making gaming videos on Scrub A, and some face cam stuff is going to be coming back too, I promise. I've actually cleared the time in my schedule to get it done, so I can guarantee you that's going to be there. So I know I've already shouted it out. More conspiracy stuff on the way as well. I'm going to be making more content. It's actually time to grind. All right, now that January's over, I've realized that if I keep going like this, you know, my year might not be the swaggiest. So I'm going to be doing my best to have the swaggiest year ever. Watch me absolutely just delete this kid. Oh no, you're bad. All right, on that note, don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot. I'll see you guys next time with another video. Yeah. I definitely like Krabby Patty, SpongeBob. Spank my butt.